let's talk about a source of strength that's, well, kind of like a secret weapon. It's a source of creativity and energy that you can tap into that never, ever runs out. So let's dive right in and explore this idea of a never-ending spring.
To really get this, I want you to just start by picturing something. Imagine a deep, quiet valley. It's sheltered, it's green, it's lush. This isn't a place of loud, flashy power. No, this is a place of deep, unshakable strength. It just quietly holds the rain, it nurtures the earth, and it supports all the life inside it, day after day, year after year. It's this perfect picture of receptive, lasting power.
There's this incredible ancient line that just nails this idea. It says, "The valley spirit never dies. Use it. It is never exhausted." It's talking about a kind of energy that's just always there for you. It's this steady, constant flow that you can draw from over and over and over again, and it will never, ever be used up. Okay, so that raises a pretty big question, right? What exactly is this valley spirit? What's the secret here? Let's take a closer look at what makes this source so incredibly powerful.
Here's the core of it. The valley spirit isn't about pushing or fighting or forcing anything. It's all about being receptive. Think about that valley again. It doesn't chase the rain, it just receives it. And from that simple state of being open, it sustains everything around it. It's a quiet kind of strength that lasts, not by battling challenges, but by just being so deeply rooted that nothing can shake it.
And this is where it gets really cool. That valley is also the doorway to what we can call the creative source. This is that mysterious, almost magical space inside every one of us. You could call it your intuition or your subconscious. It's that quiet inner place where your best ideas, your most creative solutions, they just seem to bubble up to the surface, but only when you give them the quiet space to do it.
So you might be thinking, okay, an ancient idea, a valley, what does this have to do with my life right now? Well, it matters because it's the perfect antidote to our modern obsession with hustle and grind. It points us towards something so much better, an effortless flow.
Seriously, does this sound familiar at all? That feeling of being totally and completely drained, like you're constantly pushing, striving, just burning through every last bit of energy you have, only to end the day feeling like you're running on empty. This really boils it down to the two ways we can operate. On one side, you've got forced effort. It's draining, it's frantic, it's limited. It's like trying to get water from one of those old hand pumps you have to strain and sweat just to get a trickle. But on the other side, that's effortless flow. It's nurturing, it's calm, and it feels inexhaustible. It's like a natural spring that just bubbles up all on its own, always full, always flowing.
So think about this for a second. How much energy does a natural spring use to keep the water flowing? Exactly. Zero. None. It just flows. Why? Because it's perfectly aligned with its source. And that's the whole goal here. To find a way of living that feels less like manhandling a rusty pump and more like being that natural, easy, flowing spring.
All right, this all sounds pretty amazing, I know. But the real question is, how do we actually do it? How do we find that inner spring and tap into all that power? Let's get practical.
It really comes down to these 4 steps. First, you have to genuinely value rest and receptivity. Stop treating busy like a badge of honor. Second, start learning to trust that quiet voice inside, your intuition. That's the voice from your inner valley. Third, embrace balance. That means valuing rest just as much as action and listening just as much as you speak. And finally, number 4, use all of that to build a life that is truly sustainable for you.
And this isn't some abstract philosophy. Here's what it actually looks like. You can literally schedule downtime in your calendar and treat it like an important meeting. When someone's talking, try to listen deeply instead of just planning what you're going to say next. Nourish your body, good food, enough sleep. That's how you refill your source. And here's a big one. Build rest into your work, not just as a reward for burning out. So as we wrap up here, let's just bring it all back home to that one simple, powerful image we started with. Please remember this inexhaustible source of energy and creativity. It's not something you have to go out and build or find or earn. It's already there, inside you. It's just like a deep mountain spring. always flowing, always present, and always, always available. Your only job is to clear away the rocks and debris so it can flow freely. And so I'll just leave you with this one question to carry with you. The next time life starts to feel like a constant uphill battle, like a real struggle, just pause and ask yourself, where can I find my quiet, effortless flow?